After 3 days and nights at sea, the girl suddenly screamed. The old man thought he'd met a shark, but just as he stood up, he shouted out with excitement. A deserted island appeared not far away. He thought he was dreaming. He immediately gripped the canvas and let the breeze blow the sails as hard as he could, and then he hurried towards the island as fast as he could. At this moment, the old man's heart was tense to the extreme. If it's a mirage, he was afraid that he and his 2 children would not last until tomorrow. Until they were getting closer and closer to the shore, the old man could not help but laugh. Compared to the sea, this is a paradise. The island is rich in life. Not only are there endless streams of water, and fruits too. At that moment, the little girl found an old wooden barrel. The smell from inside was very much like the breath of an adult. When the old man took a sip, he realized it was full-bodied rum. But with opportunity often comes crisis. The boy found a skull somewhere. He thought it was a toy, but the old man woke up immediately. Even in paradise, there are risks. This island definitely has a crisis that is invisible to the human eye. So he immediately took the 2 of them and tried to get out of here. But it's easy to get in, but it's hard to get out. Looking at the endless sea, when the old man was hungry, he even had some thoughts that he shouldn't have. The old man felt a sense of fear when he thought of these memories. But just as he was considering whether to stay or go, the little girl behind him grabbed a brightly colored fruit and shoved it into her mouth. The old man quickly ran forward and snatched the fruit from her mouth. He told them that the more colorful things are in the wild, the more dangerous they are. If you eat these fruits, you'll fall asleep and never wake up. Listening to such terrible consequences, they realized the seriousness of the situation. The days of wandering on the sea were horrible. In the end, the old man decided to stay with his 2 children, perhaps out of guilt for his children. He began to teach them fishing skills and survival during the day. At night, he kept watch to keep them safe. As each day passes, the boy had mastered all his skills. But then something unexpected happened. The old man, who was out looking for food, wandered into the other side of the island. A bloody scene caused the old man to run away. At night, the old man warned them never to set foot on the other side of the island. Although they were very confused, but out of trust for the old man, they nodded their heads seriously. After this incident, the old man started to fall apart. Maybe he was scared out of his wits, or maybe life on the island was too boring. Every day, he got drunk. That night, the old man went crazy and tried to swim home. The next morning, the boy found the old man dead, and the horror of his appearance caused the little girl to pass out. Without the shelter of an adult, they were in dire straits. In the past, the old man would have guided them step by step. Now they had no idea how to survive. The next day, the boy took some supplies and prepared to leave this sad place by boat. But neither his experience nor his age would allow him to step out into the sea. After half a day's work, the boat was still circling the island. When the boy didn't know what to do, a shoal suddenly caught his attention. Compared to the previous environment, it's a much better place to live. So the 2 decided to settle down here, using the skills they learned from the old man. Whether it's building a luxury villa and finding food, they could do it all. 6 years passed in a flash. The boy and the girl grew up to be handsome and beautiful. But with the onset of puberty, the girl, who had never learned about sex, had her first problem in life.